hi. Here today for day 1 of testing with Lucas Oil at New Jersey Motorsports Park. I haven't left my house in 3 months, and that's not a joke. I have not left my entire neighborhood in a while, so this should be really interesting. I mean, I'm just excited to honestly be out of my house during this whole quarantine, and to be driving a race car especially. It's gonna be really awesome today. And it's the first time I'm driving a race car in probably like 2 years. My last time driving a race car with them was for the Karts to Cars scholarship at Sebring in 2018. So this should be a really interesting experience. It's my first time driving a Formula car in a long time, or any racing car for that matter. I did drive a Ferrari in Italy. That was pretty fun, but this is definitely going to be a different kind of experience. There was supposed to be rain actually today for the forecast, which would have made this whole experience even worse, honestly. My first time coming back to motorsports, and that's how they welcomed me back. But luckily the weather held up today, so we should be having a lot of fun pushing the car and just getting myself acclimatized again. Yeah, so let's get down to it. Getting acclimatized to the track again. Obviously it's been a long time since I've been in the car. But luckily I think we were able to actually get used to it pretty quick. Track feels grippy, car feels grippy. A lot grippier than I remember, and a lot grippier than I'm trusting right now. A lot of testing out, you know, with brake markers and getting on the throttle in the early part of the laps, but I feel like once the session was ending, I really got back into the swing of things. I saw my times were consistently dropping down and pretty much earned a whole 2 seconds within that session. Should be interesting to see how I do in the next session. I'm going to get some feedback from the instructors, which is going to be really helpful for me. We're going to go over some data, and hopefully we'll be able to improve from there. pits that kind of got a friend there. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get this out. I believe these vents actually bring in air for me to like cool down inside the helmet. So my face is going to start smelling like fly if I don't get this out before the next session. Which is fun. It is fun. We did a faster time in session 1 by like 0.3 of a second. I don't know how bad my helmet hit is right now. So far, so good. I mean, I just talked to the instructors. Glenn said that around turn 1, I definitely improved a lot. Braking later, hitting the entry curve at the right time, and my draw application's good. Right up all on the exit curve, and it really helps me approach turn 2 pretty easily. And then Hypa actually told me that I improved massively from session 1 to turn 5 and 6. There's a lot more grip on the inside of turn 6. And I feel like I was really able to get the most out of that in the last session. It might be my 0.3 right there, just between session 1 and 2. I decided to talk to RC, but so far things are looking good. We're improving, and it's not bad for a first day back in the racetrack. Last session of the day, where I'm going to make the magic happen, essentially. This is a session where we're going to be looking at the data and really looking at an in-depth view of how my session went. So I really want to try to be consistent, just try to get my best lap times in, use the feedback that the instructors gave me, and apply it, essentially. I'm bringing my friend, I think I now named him Samuel. He's going to be joining us for the ride. Samuel the Fly. The car doesn't have any wings on it, so I guess I could use this for some wings, for some downforce. That was bad. Yeah, we're just gonna try and do our best here. So let's see how it goes. So that was a proper day of testing. That's day 1 done. My neck feels like it's about to fall off my head. My forearms feel sore. It almost feels like I went through a day of karting instead of driving cars, but I mean, that's expected. It's been a while. So, driving back from the track today, you know, getting acclimatized with the car again was a little tricky in the beginning, but I think we got it pretty fast, especially considering I haven't driven these cars in 2 years. The only person who beat me in terms of lap time was someone who runs in the race series, who's racing next week at the same track. So I think we did pretty well. I'm happy with that result, but I'm definitely looking forward to trying to find more lap time tomorrow. Today we also went over the data in that 3rd session that I posted the 2nd fastest lap of the day with, and there's a lot of opportunities on the track for me to get some time. Man, it's just crazy to think about how when you're driving you feel like almost numb. You're so focused that you're not even thinking anymore. You're just driving. And that's something that actually one of the instructors was talking to me about when I asked him like tips about consistency on getting consistent good lap times. Getting into this zone, quote unquote. I was definitely feeling the zone, but I definitely think also that I could improve my attention span and be a little better with that. Let's go get it tomorrow. I'd say day 1 went pretty well. So today I'm going to be trying to implement the feedback that the instructors were giving me. You know, RC and Hiphop gave me good feedback on some of the corners where I could gain some time. We were able to remove the fly from the helmet. So yeah, I should be getting fresh air, and I should be getting a fresh start of the day, I guess. Cool. Thanks. just got done with session 1 of day 2 of testing. As you can see over there, there's a tractor just interrupting my vlog, so that's great. But anyways, session 1 of day 2 went pretty well. The instructors don't really have feedback for me. I felt pretty quick out there. The only thing really that happened during the session was I had an issue with my motor. It was just skipping down the straight. I was not able to get as much RPM and as much power down as the other drivers, which sucked because actually during the session we had like a train of cars going around and we were like battling, you know, like as practice. But unfortunately I couldn't keep up with them because of my issue. So all I did was I just went to the pits. I went straight back around and I decided to do my own lapping because that's what was going to benefit me. Also, this video is vertical because my mom forgot to switch it to landscape. Session 2 of testing just finished today. It didn't go as well as I would have hoped. I was like a little uncomfortable with the car this session than I was the first one. That's because, well, we had an issue in the first session. Nothing to do with me. It was just that the car's electronics were a little screwy. We got it fixed, but in order to get it fixed, we had to change a few things with the car. You know, in terms of my pedal position and my seat position, I wasn't very comfortable. So despite even all those hardships in session 2, we were still able to, you know, post decent lap times, not so far from my times that were in session 1. So I think that in session 3 I should be able to do even better. You know, I'll do my best to fix all these issues that we had in session 2, and hopefully we can take it from there. That's session 3 over. That means that day 2 of testing is done. For all, I'd say it was a pretty good end to the weekend, pretty much. I mean, we had good pace. It's just that the track got a lot hotter. I don't know if you could tell that it's sunnier now, but that means the track is a lot slower. So to even be doing the same times I was doing earlier means that I've only improved on a slower track. I think that our pace is pretty good compared to the other cars. Overall, I'd say it was a good weekend. You know, I haven't been in these cars in about 2 years. So to even come back and be at the same pace or around the same pace as people who drive them all the time, I'm pretty happy with that. This is my first time at the track too, at this track. This session actually, I got another Samuel. Yeah, for some reason I keep hitting every fly down the straight. That's amazing. It's just like, boop. It's like you just out of nowhere at 120 miles per hour. You get pretty shocked. We recovered pretty well from session 2. Tried our best to implement as much feedback as we could from the instructors, and I think I did a pretty good job overall. I only had one off this session, just trying to push a tad more into turn 2. Unfortunately, because the track is hotter, it was a lot more slicker as well, so I couldn't really get the grip to keep it on the track. But yeah, overall, you know, it was pretty good, and we were faster than a lot of the guys here, so I think it was a job well done. And just like that, we're back. I want to say a quick thank you to Lucas Oil Racing School for putting the weekend together and for helping me throughout the weekend as well. And I want to say a massive thank you to you guys as well for watching my very first vlog, or Sotolog as I like to call it. I will continue making more content like this, so if you want to continue to see it, you guys should definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share this video around, and follow me on social media. I'll leave it over here, right there. Go follow it. So yeah, until next time then. Bye guys.